These babies are already getting ready for school. From the moment your child is born, brain connections are forming at the rate of 700 per second.
High five. High five.
What you do from the very beginning will influence how ready your child will be to learn and read for the rest of his life.
See.
Here's how to keep your baby on track. Talk, respond, ask questions, connect, keep at it, and sing and tell stories.
It's very interesting to me nowadays that science is actually catching up with, traditional knowledge. So I was raised, to take care of yourself when you're pregnant. And when the child is born, everybody, plays with that child, holds that child, and talks to that child, and interacts with it all sorts of different ways. It's actually a pretty neat thing to watch when there's a whole community that interacts with a child. The more interaction, the more talking, the more playing with the baby and singing to the baby, dancing with the baby, whatever you want to do with a baby, all that stuff is so important for growth and development in terms of having a healthy child. There's 100 billion neurons in its brain. And so the neurons, they're like these individual little things, and it actually forms a network within your brain. And the more connections that are made, the more the brain is able actually to learn more and do abstract reasoning.
Open. Okay. Read to me.
Things that make those connections happen are those interactions. Most of the brain development occurs when a child is very young, so like the first 3 years of life is crucial. I would take it the first 5 years of life. That's the time period that all those interconnections are happening within the brain, and that's the time period that the brain is growing at such a rapid rate. If there isn't stimulation during those times, the connections may not occur, and as a result of that, then the brain development isn't as full as it could be. If they just watch TV or watch a video, you really lose a lot of the development because there's no interaction, there's no feedback that occurs, and that's not healthy.
That's the ball over there. Okay, go.
Everybody should be playing with that baby, grandparents, aunts, uncles, close friends. Everyone should be interacting with that child. But the most important bond for a child is their bond with their mother and their father, because that's their family and that's who they feel safest with, because they've actually heard all of those voices before they were born, and that's what they know.
Hey! Come on, Lynn. High five. Yeah, high five.
The baby needs to feel safe in order to learn. If the child does not feel safe, then they're kind of hyper alert and they're not really learning. They need to be relaxed in order to learn. And so in order to be relaxed, they have to feel safe.
Here's how to keep your baby on track.
Here's how we fold pants. Got them? See the legs?
When you're talking with your child, every word is new to them, so it doesn't matter what you're saying. All that matters is that you're talking with that child and that you're interacting. It doesn't have to be a complex communication.
Mira, el jabón.
It can be something as simple as when you're bathing them, this is water, as you're putting water on them, and this is a washcloth, I'm going to be washing you. Just, whatever you're doing, just use everyday words and don't worry about the complexity or how many words you use. Just talk like you normally do.
Agua. Mira, está limpio.
Yay!
Oh, thank you. Hugs.
Hi.
Thank you. And so the lynx thought about it, and he said, okay, that doesn't sound too bad.
Ready for some gums? Yes, you are. I know you are.
So when you change like their diapers, or you're getting ready to feed them, or you're bathing them.
Here's yours. All right, we need to put helmets on for safety.
Tell them what you're doing, you know.
All right, helmet on. Good job, buddy.
Look, that's all the firewood. Yeah, I get cold in
It's the fact that you're talking to them and that you're interacting with them and that they're watching you and they're listening to everything you say and they're taking it in.
Solar power. Check it out, it's all blue on this side. You see it? Yeah, look. Right there. Cool, huh?
Don't answer for them. You know, wait and listen to hear what they say. I think most parents are pretty surprised at the responses they get from their children. And so the parents actually learn something along with the child if they just wait and listen.
We're gonna go on the store, Evan. Does that one look nice?
Yes.
Yeah, it looks nice. Okay, 3 apples.
One for each of us.
One for each of us.
Cheese.
Yellow cheese. String cheese. Evan, what kind of cheese do you like? Look. Do you like this kind or this kind?
They say, I'm playing with a teddy bear or something. You might respond, oh, you're playing with your brown teddy bear. But add some words to it so they learn how to add words to something that they're describing to you.
Oh. It's a bead, green bead.
When a child is first learning to talk, it helps them actually develop the vocabulary if you ask them questions.
What's in your purse? What is that?
La manito. ¿Dónde está la manito? La manito. Hmm?
Look, what's that? Shoes? Boots? Can you say boot?
Go for boat ride?
Making eye contact with your child is really important. Mother Nature is actually very good at figuring out this eye contact thing because it is so important in the growth and development of a child. And if you think about it, the child, when they're first born, their visual field is from the breast to the mother's face. And if you're holding a baby and you're looking down like this, you're making eye contact. And so that is very important for many different reasons, you know, not only for the child to learn different things, different ways of communicating and reading different people, but also just that safe feeling and the whole bonding experience between the parent and the child. The more you talk with the child, the better, because they're hearing different words and they're learning different things. So it's really the amount of talking that you do with your child.
Right. Yeah. Do you see that? Those big baskets pick up the fish, and then they slide into that little part right there. And then they slide into that basket. And then you come up with a boat like this, and you reach in there and you take that fish, and you go back to fish camp, you cut them up. Yeah, just like Grandpa cut up fish. You make smoked fish strips, and just freeze it like that. Make half dry. You love salmon, don't you?
Who's that? Buck, buck. Is that a bracelet? Oh, good job.
Purple.
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 You're wearing purple just like the cabbage.
Cabbage.
Yeah, it's purple.
What a loud raven, huh? What a loud raven.
La manito. La manito, Darami. Sí. 1, 2. Camina. ¿Qué miras?
out the window and what did I see? Popcorn popping on the apricot tree.
Music is also very important with a child because it's also another stimulus. They learn from music, they get different beats, and especially like if you sing to them, that's really important too because you're interacting with your baby and they're learning from that and they feel safe, you know, when you're holding them and singing to them and dancing with them. All those things are very important for the development.
Hallelujah, hey, hey, hallelujah, ho, hey, hey, yeah, hey, 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 yeah, hey, hey.
Patty cake, baker's man, bake me a cake as fast as you can.
Simple games that you can play with your baby for learning are things like patty cake or peekaboo, or you can make up little games, you know, hiding things and seeing if the baby can find them.
Do you see keys in there? Nice. What is that? Are those keys?
All those things are important because for a child everything is new, and so they're learning with whatever you're teaching them.
You smell it? Can you say Uruk? Uruk. Yeah, that's a seal skin.
Hold my hand. Yep. Walk slow.
Wow, you see the fish? Bye, fish.
Everything that you do with your child will help with their brain development. That will help them be ready for school, and it'll actually help them be ready for their entire life.
Then he sneezed.
So remember these easy activities to help your baby stay on track. T. Talk.
Here's how we fold pants.
The more you talk with your child at home, the better prepared she will be for school. R. Respond to his words by adding a little more.
Yeah, it's purple.
A. Ask questions. Engage your child with questions about things she is interested in, but remember to wait for her answer.
Look, what's that?
C. Connect with your child by making eye contact. K. Keep at it.
Those big baskets pick up the fish, and then they slide into that little part right there.
It doesn't matter how complex the words or sentences you use, just keep the words flowing. S. Sing and tell stories.
Popcorn popping right before my eyes.
This is a natural way to make learning fun and interesting for your child.
Pretty. Look at this one. Look inside there. It's purple and yellow.
These everyday activities will help your baby stay on track, be ready for school, and be set for life.